What's up, crew? Welcome to another video. My name is John Carney, aka bigmansyndrome, and if you're not a part of the crew, well, oh shoot, I'm late. I'm late. I'm late.
Gate 5. Zone 2 are welcome to board at this time. What's your last name? Zone 3 and are welcome to board at this time.
What is in there, sir?
Audio equipment.
And larger items in the oversight bag to travel with the roll aboard.
Throw it in the back here because that shit the truck don't open. What's up, Justin? What's up, dude? Justin told me not to film in his brother's POS car, so naturally I'm filming in his brother's POS car. Fun fact about this car, his brother drove all the way to Vegas and back. I'm surprised it still runs. It's incredible.
From Florida all the way over here too.
Drove Florida?
Yeah, from Florida.
Oh wait, because was that where he was stationed?
That's where he was stationed. Yeah.
Well, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
Instead of shipping it.
But I don't know how it made it either.
It's incredible.
With tires that were bald.
Remind me never to challenge Garrett to the clunker to Vegas challenge.
Oh, he'll win.
He will find the right car. So we're heading over to Justin's house. We're going to buy some computer parts.
You're gonna go raid array. It's gonna be so fast, man. Think about this.
Rage!
You have one hard drive. It's like multi-coring. When a process gets sent to the CPU, since it has multiple cores, each core takes a portion of that process, so it does it faster. Same thing with hard drives. When you're trying to pull information, if you have mirrored hard drives, instead of pulling it from one hard drive and having that bottleneck, it pulls from multiple hard drives, and so you get that information faster.
But it's just the volume.
Yeah, the volume.
Taken.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a new Xbox?
No, I didn't get it. That's
Garrett's girlfriend's.
Ooh.
Should have known.
You're having internet problems. I feel bad for you, son.
Ryzen. That's good.
Man, I don't even mean to record that much right now. We're gonna shop some parts and then probably, I don't know, some B-roll dish, and then sit down with Robbie, have a little talk.
It's just too hard.
Going to prop you up with a wallet. No, we're not. That's a lie.
I just need to make sure.
That my friend's band is advertised.
This video brought to you by
Freeman's Dead. Check out their newest album on Spotify.
Welcome to the video where Robbie's blocked on camera 2 because my microphone stand.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, look at that. This video also brought to you by Refresh A Raspberry Seltzer.
Only the raspberry variety, though.
We couldn't afford the LaCroix, so we went with Refresh A.
Like, why did they go with the E?
I don't know.
Like, it could have legitimately been refresh or refresher, but they couldn't afford the R, or they were just being real hipster.
It needed to be hipster. It needed to be fancy.
Refreshy. Anyways,
The E is silent.
we are talking about something very special. So yesterday was Thanksgiving. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, and this isn't typically when her birthday is. It just so happened to fall the day after Thanksgiving, which is cool. Last year it was like the week after, right? Or the week before.
I think so.
Week before. Really, really important woman in our life. Our grandma Rose. She passed away, God, I can't even remember how many years ago.
2013, I think. So
3 years? No.
5.
Math. 5 at minimum. And I thought it'd be kind of cool for a little bit of, since we're in between, the 30-day redo and Vlogmas, and I'm kind of doing interesting content, I thought I might sit down and talk about her memory and try to immortalize it, essentially, put it on the channel and have it somewhere forever, kind of talk about our memories and the things that we loved most about her and the things that she brought to our lives that we still sort of use or have a part of us. I'm like halfway emotional right now. Which is not typical. So it's her birthday today. I came down to LA for that and the fact that it's Thanksgiving to spend with family. And I figured it'd be kind of cool to just sit down and talk about her real quickly. So I don't even know how to kick it off, really. Just sort of, I know, for me at least, she was probably one of the most important people in my life. Because if not for her, I probably wouldn't be more driven to do things or to get stuff that I want to do done versus just kind of letting it be what it is.
I think about her a lot in terms of a woman who is very good at getting things done and very hardworking. I always think about like her real estate and how well she did in real estate.
Yeah, she owned that. That was hers.
Yeah.
She crushed it. I don't even remember. I think it was like at one point she was in the newspaper for, some outstanding sales, and I maybe had to do with her being a woman as well in the industry at a time that was, still trying to figure out the whole, we still aren't in equal rights yet, but we're further along than that was. So that was cool. But yeah, and that's what I was talking about is like, she was just such an awesome person, and it wasn't even just that. I mean, anyone who can deal with Grandpa Chuck on the daily basis that she did, at the capacity that she did, is pretty incredible. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, we're kind of making joke about something that's probably not light. Like he had Alzheimer's and he was sort of slipping, but he also owned that in his own respect.
He was a funny character.
Yeah.
He owned his Alzheimer's, and he owned anything that was like that. Just like Grandma, such a wonderful personality.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of ridiculous sometimes.
Could be difficult to deal with, and just like the strong, beautiful woman that Grandma was, she was strong in her relationship as well.
Yeah, exactly. So anyone who can sort of take that, and you could just see it, like she would snap at him a little bit, like "Come on, Chuck," but like you could tell she knew she had to take care of him. But yeah, I mean, like, what is my if I had to think of my most, actually, my best memory of her, which unfortunately is towards the end, is the fact that she made it to my wedding.
That was awesome.
Chuck couldn't be there because he had passed, I think, 6 months prior to that, maybe a little more. But I was super excited that she was able to go.
It was really great to have her there.
Yeah, that day would not have been the same if she wasn't there.
Absolutely.
I have the burning memory of her and I dancing, and I was like, this is like, that's the moment that I could have not had. I don't know how to say that.
I think you got it right.
Yeah, because she was really close to her end as well at that point, because she was not taking care of herself, and obviously once you lose your significant other, it's really, really difficult to continue.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like she did what she could to be there for that, and then a couple of other family member things. I do know that, like, I've always thought, at least throughout my life, whenever I was doing something big, like going to college or going through school or trying to make sure that I did well in football and sports, that I was trying to make her proud. I don't know if I ever looked for her to say anything or ever wanted her to say anything, but I know that in my mind at least, she was a driving force for me to try to accomplish what I could.
Yeah. I remember before she passed, and she was having a lot of difficulty speaking because it was very close to the end. And one of the last things, if not the last thing that she said to me was to get through high school. And
there's Grandma.
yeah, that was her last wish was, get through high school and get into college. And I remember thinking of that while graduating, a couple years back. And just everything that I do is...
It's still for her.
It's for, for Mom, for Dad, for her.
Yeah.
Like, it all starts back with her.
I mean, I obviously add...
all the time in terms of just, like, how hardworking and powerful and independent she could be.
Yeah.
She's a real good idol for that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I obviously have Sarah, Dylan, and Madison now, but before having the 2 kids and then obviously having Sarah, Grandma's always been the one that, like, I try to still... I don't believe in a higher power. I don't believe in anything religious, but I still believe in making her memory at least proud.
Yeah, exactly.
So everything that I try to do is definitely for her.
It doesn't matter where she is now, just making her proud and, going after what, like, the kind of person that she was.
Exactly.
In the end. Just such an inspiring person in that effect.
She's one of the hustlers of the family.
Truly.
Straight hustler.
Truly.
Yeah. Do you have any other memories of her? Any specific ones? I know you were still pretty young.
I don't have a lot of very vivid, clean memories because I'm 11 years younger than you.
So you were like 10 or 11 at that point.
I was just getting out of middle school at the time when she passed. So
yeah, it's
a hard time to look back for memories, but I do just remember her as just
powerhouse,
the strong queen of the family.
I mean, not just dealing with Grandpa's...
Dealing with a whole family.
Mental, capacity. She had 6 kids, and each one of them had 2 to 3, and each one of them had a couple as well at some point before she passed. So Christmas was not exactly the most settled time. That house was filled with people. Constantly.
Filled. So many people.
The fact that she was able to raise 6 kids and on top of that be the successful real estate agent that she was is incredible.
She was just stronger than any adhesive you could imagine. Like Gorilla Glue times 10.
Gorilla Glue. Grandma Glue.
In terms of keeping the family together. And still to this day, her memory keeps me connected.
Yeah. Well, I think we said enough because if we try to say anything more, we'll probably sound ridiculous.
Well, that's always how sentimental stuff sounds.
Yeah. Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you so much.
Love you. Definitely wish you were still here because you never got to meet Dylan or Madison. I feel like I'm just going to end the video right here. I'm not even going to try to vlog later. I still have to edit. Yesterday's video. I haven't touched it, and I have a lot of footage from Thanksgiving. I'm screwed. We're eating, I'm editing, and then we're doing something else. I don't know. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, join the crew. Grandma's part of the crew, I promise you. She's been a part of the crew since I was born. OG crew member.
OG, head of the crew.
Yeah, and if you're not new...
She's on the wall of fame.
And if you're not new, tap and go to that like button, leave a comment, share this video. Those are the things that grow the crew. Until tomorrow. This sounds great. I'll see you later, crew. ASMR.
tucking the audience into bed. We hope you've had a wonderful time here.
Just awkward.
We hope you've enjoyed it.
Awkward silence for my end slate.